Live from Shea Stadium in New York, it is the New York Mets taking on the Atlanta Braves. My name is the Sports Time Machine, and I bring you into Shea Stadium to New York. As tonight, this afternoon, it is the New York Mets taking on the Atlanta Braves. And today's game will feature Rick Mahler on the mound for the Atlanta Braves, taking on, that's right, the experiment goes full scale today, pitching for the New York Mets, Jacob Degrom. Hello everybody, my name is the Sports Time Machine. I welcome you to Shea Stadium in New York. A few minutes to go over stuff that's going on in baseball. Degrom, again, the reason why we're throwing him in the 1987 mix is because this team was so decimated with injuries in this 1987 season. They're going to lose a lot of starters. They're going to lose a lot of pitchers. They're going to go to a point where they're going to need pitching help from a lot of their minor league guys, and also this was sub years from Gooden and a lot of their starters. So I'm going to try an experiment and see if we can take somebody from their future and see if we can give them a championship in their past. And that is Jacob Degrom, probably the best pitcher in baseball right now. And going in right now probably could be a Ron Guidry 1978 type season where he wins both Cy Young and Most Valuable Player, kind of what Willie Hernandez did in 1984. Also, DeGrom putting up some sick numbers. This is DeGrom, I believe, 2018 or 2019 season, where he was 11-8, 2.43 ERA, 204 innings pitched, 154 hits, struck out 255, gave up 19 dingers. He's a 1R. His only problem, and that's fine, he should have some problems, is a +8 in holding runners on. So a team with speed who can get some people on will give DeGrom fits. We are rolling our own dice. We're running Atlanta be there. Run it by the Hal PC, which has done a pretty good job lately in some of my games. They beat me twice already in the 1980 replay with the Braves, so why not? Braves have been giving me fits. I just barely beat them in the first game of this series as Orozco came in. The thing that's going to be interesting today is been reported by the Mets Public Relations Department is Orozco is not going to be healthy for this game. He kind of threw too many pitches in the last one last night, so he's not going to be available. So the closer today may have to be Randy Myers. So a nice young kid. Well, next year he ends up taking the reins as a closer on this team and will be the closer. But he has limited closer abilities, so that will come to play, I'm sure, at the end of this game. So here we go. Again, he'll be backed by either Cone or Aguilera in case Aguilera does not have a relief rating. That might be something to consider, maybe to give him so he can pitch out of the bullpen for me. Again, this is my experiment, so I can kind of filter things around. This isn't as played with the Grom replay, so injuries will happen, transactions, and everything else will come to true. So let's get this started, and it's going to be the Mets and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are 2-1. The Mets are actually 3-0 after beating the Pittsburgh Pirates first 2 games straight, and then defeating the Braves last night in a very close game. So this is going to be it was game 4 of the 1987 season. Here is your Met defense, left to right on your radio dial. McReynolds, Dykstra, Strawberry, Johnson, Santana, Backman, Hernandez, Carter behind the plate, and on the mound, Jacob Degrom. we are looking at, again, ballpark, no weather use. So it's going to be 1-6 lefties, 1-6 for ballpark singles, 1-7 ballpark home runs. Definitely the ballpark in its day favored the hitters, or favored the pitchers, I should say. This is the Brave lineup. Deion James leading off in center, followed by Ken Oberfeld at third. Gerald Perry at first. Dale Murphy in right. Ken Griffey gets to start in left. Andres Thomas gets to start at short. Ozzie Virgil gets now behind the plate for this one. Glenn Hubbard in second. And batting ninth, the veteran right-hander, Rick Mahler. We're ready to go. Let's get this started from Shea, as it's the Mets and Braves. The Jacob Degrom experiment will now start. So here's Deion James. He's hitting .364, no homers and RBI. He's had 11 official at-bats. Carter sets the sign. Degrom with the lineup and the pitch. 5-6. It struck him out, and the first batter of Jacob Degrom's career is a strikeout. So the fans on their feet. This kid came up from Tidewater and has been amazing. He's had A-plus stuff, and he comes up to the majors and gets his first K. So Deion James sent down. Here's Ken Oberfeld. He's been up 10 times with a base hit. Carter sets the sign. Degrom gets the nod from Carter. What a combination, Degrom and Carter. 6-10 ground ball to short. That is Santana, kind of like a Rafael Santana, kind of like a what's his name, Frank Tavares. He's a .322. He's got some spotty errors. So let's see, that is a 6. So he fields it in the hole. He comes up throwing on a 14 and makes the play. Nice job, Rafael Santana. 2 outs. There's the first baseman, Gerald Perry, who only been up 1 time. This year, he's 0 for 1. Left-handed batter. .270 hitter with power. Carter sets the target. Degrom with the windup. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Perry. 6-4, fly ball center field. That is Dykstra. He is out there as a 2E5. 2E5 for Dykstra. Does he make the play? That is a 3. No, it drops in for a base hit. So the first base hit given up by Degrom drops in front of Dykstra. And the Braves have a runner on. Now let's see what the Braves do at running. Here's Murph. He's hitting 6 of 12. 4 home runs, 7 runs batted in. What a matchup this is. Dale Murphy against Jacob Degrom. Carter sets the puts down the sign. Degrom looks back at Perry. Is he able to hold him on? Let's see if Perry runs. He's going to try to attempt to steal. Does he get the lead? Yes, he does. Gerald Perry got the lead. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Carter cannot get it down there. So Degrom really has to work on this base, has to work on holding runners on. They're 1 for 1 against him today. Here is now Murphy comes up base open. Let's see if the Braves try to shenanigan. They're going to try to steal third. Gerald Perry's going to try to steal it. And he can. Gerald Perry, they're going to take the bat out of Dale Murphy's hands and run. Here's the throw. Not in time. Carter unable to get a solid throw off. And Gerald Perry has stolen second and third. So Jacob Degrom coming in with all the fanfare, strikes out Deion James lead off the game, and all of a sudden you're looking at the one part of Degrom's game that needs work is holding base runners on. Runner on third, 2 outs. Here is Murphy. But would you believe this? Murphy does not hit well in the clutch. So let's see if this is going to affect him. Carter sets the target. Degrom has to keep an eye on Perry at third, taking kind of a walking lead. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-5. That's a double 1-7. No! Dykstra makes a nice leaping catch. A nice diving catch. He comes up with it. A 1. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, 4-5. Oh, I thought it was a 4-6. 4-5. Oh, that's a deep drive in the hole. Left field. It's all the way to the wall. Perry scores. Murphy around first stops at second. And Atlanta takes a 1-0 lead. So Degrom kind of hit hard here. Second hit of the inning. 1-0 Atlanta. And all of a sudden, my Dr. Frankenstein experiment is gone wrong. Here's Griffey. Griffey 2 for 9. 3 walks and a strikeout. Carter sets the target. Degrom from the stretch. Runner on second and 2 outs. And they were trying to get and Murphy was trying to get a lead off second. Boy, they're just getting Degrom off this game. Carter behind the plate. Degrom from the stretch. Come on, here's the pitch. 5-4 ground ball to third. That's Hojo. That is not automatic. He's a 4.27. Roll high for Jake, and that is going to be an 8. He rolls high enough to avoid the hit on an 8. No, 9 was the error, not the 8. So he retires aside. Atlanta 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left, 1/2 inning at play. Atlanta 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the first coming up here at Shea. Braves defensively left to right. Griffey, James, Murphy, Oberkfell, Thomas, Hubbard, and Perry, and then Virgil behind the plate. Mahler on the mound. This is his first start in 1987. Was 8-13, 4.90 ERA, 212 hits, 197 innings. Giving up 24 home runs, so the power is there on his card. But again, he's pitching to a pro ballpark. That should help him. Let's see if it does. Here is Dykstra. He leads off. He's 2 for his first 8. A walk, 4 strikeouts. Virgil sets the target. Rick Mahler on the mound. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. 3-9 ground ball in the hole second. Hubbard's got a smothered. He picks up and throws a strike to the first baseman. Nice job by Hubbard getting in front. 1 away. Here's Wally Backman. Backman hitting a .43 and 7 at bats and an RBI. Virgil sets the target. Miller with the windup and the pitch. 6-9er, and that's a shot in the gap down the line. That will roll all the way to the wall. Backman around first. He'll go to second. He will stop right there as Murphy gets the ball in. So 1-out double for Backman, and the Mets got something going. Here's Hernandez. He, in 11 at-bats, has a double, 3 RBIs. John Sterling kind of taught me, once you get over so many at-bats, you don't refer to the average and just the at-bats and the hits and stuff like that. So Virgil sets the target. Mahler from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Hernandez the batter. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-5-0 wrong thing in Hernandez's column. That's a hard ground ball to right-hand side. Smothered by Hubbard again. Nice play, but Backman will move up to third. Here's Strawberry. Runner on third and 2 outs. Straw has had 6 official at-bats, 3 walks, and a strikeout that has swiped 3 bases. Virgil sets the target. Mahler from the stretch. Strawberry does not. He does hit in the clutch a little bit, but it's kind of tough to find one. Let's see if Darryl can get one here. Mahler from the stretch and the pitch. 5-4 fly ball center field. That's Deion James. He's a 3. We've talked about 3s before. That's 30% chance of getting a base hit. But it's E1, which means you're not going to get the error on him. Oh, he might. Oh, no, he doesn't. 13 fields it. He gets there and makes the catch. So, Strawberry retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors at the end of 1. 1-0 Braves. Top of the second here at Shea. Still not gaining anyone coming in the park. Hopefully we do at some point. As we're playing this one through StreamYard. Excellent way to outsource your streaming products. And now let's do this. It'll be Andres Thomas, Ozzie Virgil, and Glenn Hubbard. So Andres Thomas, 13 at-bats, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, hitting .231, a walk and a strikeout. So Andres Thomas comes up, Jacob Degrom in his second inning of work. Carter sets the target. Degrom the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-5, fly ball left field. That's McReynolds, comes in, makes the catch. That's a big one. It's a big handy off the bases. And now here's Ozzie Virgil. Boy, he has power. He, in 11 at-bats, has 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's seen the ball quite well in this early part of the season. Tremendous power as a catcher. Carter sets the target. DeGrom with a big windup. 4-6, and that is a rope in the gap between McReynolds and Dykstra. Drops in. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Virgil with not great speed goes around first. He's going to go around second and gets the double. Holy cow, 1-7 double. rolled a 6. So Virgil in the second with a double and 1 out. No speed, so hopefully Degrom doesn't have to worry about Virgil leading off second. Runner on second, 1 out. Here's Glenn Hubbard. Hubbard, the batter, in 10 at-bats, has a double, a triple, no RBIs. 3 for his first 10. Carter steps down the target. Degrom from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a fair ball. 6-7, struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Jake, and he needed that one. So 2 outs here in the second. Here's Rick Mahler, not really hitting pitcher. Doesn't have much on the card. Let's see if he can get a 2-out base hit. Carter sets down, puts down the target. The kid trying to guide Degrom through this. From the stretch, here's the pitch from Mahler. 3-8, struck him out. Third strikeout for Degrom. So Degrom comes off the mound. The kid comes out and pats him on the back. Through an inning and a half, Atlanta 1, Mets nothing. Bottom of the second here at Shea, 1-0 Atlanta. McReynolds, Carter, Johnson, the bat for the Mets. So McReynolds, the batter. McReynolds is 2 for his first 10 and 2 runs batted in. Virgil sets down the target. Mahler with a windup. Here's the pitch. 4-9, and he walked him. Now let's see. But Mahler holds runners on the reverse that Grom does. He has a very, very good move. So it's going to make it hard for Rick Reynolds to get a lead off. 1-12 if he can get the lead. They'll probably let Carter back. Carter so far is looking for that first hit. He's 0 for his first 11. A walk and 3 strikeouts. Virgil puts down the target. Mahler from the stretch. Here's the pitch to the kid. 2-9. There's your first hit for kid. Gary Carter sends one down the line for a base hit. 13 will be a single. McReynolds should go to third and does. So the Mets have first and third, nobody out. They now got something going. That was the second hit for the Mets, and here's Hojo. Hojo 2 for 8 in an RBI, a walk, 2 strikeouts, and a swipe, 2 bags. So now let's put the shenanigans on there. No shenanigans. Virgil sets the target. Mahler from the stretch. First and third, no out. Here's the pitch. 3-7, got him on strikes. Howard Johnson walks back. Big strikeout for Mahler. First strikeout here in the second, and it brings up Santana with Degrom's first major league at bat still on deck. Santana 1 for his first 9, 2 runs batted in. Virgil puts down the target. Mahler from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Brave plenty infield back. Hopefully get a double play ball. 3-9, and that's not going to happen. That's a base hit for Santana. He'll have an RBI. McReynolds will score. Carter will hold at second, and the Mets tie this game at 1. So now here is Jacob Degrom. He's not your everyday hitting pitcher. He can actually handle a bat. He bats from the left-hand side. Virgil sets down in the target, puts the sign down. Chuck Tanner has to work this differently. Mahler from the stretch. First and second, 1 out. Can't mail it in, as they say. 4-7 is a single. 1-7. Degrom rolled a 17. He lines one at Hubbard for out number 2. So 2 outs, Degrom retired. That was a nice little swing there by Jacob. Hubbard right there. So 2 on, 2 out. Tie game at 1. Both teams with 3 hits. Here's Dykstra now. 2 for 9. A walk, 4 Ks in the early season. Virgil sets the target. Mahler from the stretch. First and second, 2 out. There's a big swing by Dykstra. Ballpark single is a 1-6 on a 3-10. He rolls a 12, and Glenn Hubbard is right there again for the line drive. Mets strand 2 through 2, 1-1. Both teams 1 run on 3 hits. We go to the top third here at Shea Stadium. The Jacob Degrom experiment has come full swing. Deion James followed by Oberfell and Perry. James has struck out 1 of 3 for Degrom so far. Carter sets the target. Degrom looks in from the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-8, and that's a fly ball right field. Strawberry comes in, makes the catch for out number 1. Out of town scoreboard. The A's overwhelming the Indians 9-0. Yankees over the Royals 2-0. It is the Indians over the Orioles 6-4. The White Sox lead the Tigers 2-0. Red Sox over the Jays 1-0. That's Clemens versus Key. Giants over the Dodgers 2-1. Astros over the Expos 1-0. Padres and Reds tied at 1. Expos over the Brewers 2-0. Seattle holds a 2-0 lead over the Twins. St. Louis over the Pirates 2-0. And the Cubbies lead the Phillies 5-2. That is your out-of-town scoreboard presented by StreamYard, the ultimate streaming experience for your computer needs. Here's Ken Oberkfell. He'll lead off. He is 0 for 1. He's 1 for first 11. Carter sets down the target. Degrom 1 out here in the third. Here's the pitch. 6-7 struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Jacob Degrom. So Degrom gets 4, and the fans starting to get on their feet here. Here's Gerald Perry. Let's take a look and see what we have in attendance. Oh, we have a full house. We have an excellent Saturday afternoon crowd, too. They came to see Jacob. Gerald Perry, 1 for 1. RB run scored his first time up, swiped 2 bases. Carter sets the target. Degrom from the windup, 5-3. Ground ball back to Jacob. He's a 2E7, so he defends his position quite well. So let's see if he can not make an error here. He probably should. He probably shouldn't. That is going to be a 9. He fields it comfortably on a 14. Makes the play, ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Go to Braves. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-1's your score. Here's Backman. Doubled his first time up. He'll be followed by Hernandez and Mr. Strawberry here in the bottom of the third. Virgil sets the target. Rick Mahler from the full windup and pitches 5-8. Nope, not that column. Fall right field. That's Murphy. Comes in and makes the catch for out number 1. Hernandez, the batter. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out back in the first. Virgil puts down the target, puts down the sign. Hernandez, a left-handed batter. Mahler to full windup, and here's the pitch. 5-11 ground ball back to Mahler. Mahler like Degrom. 2E7 fills his position well. Unless he rolls a 1 or 2, shouldn't be a problem. That's a 9. He fills it comfortably, and on a 6, throws him out for out number 2. So 2 outs in the third. Here's Strawberry. He's 0 for 1. Flying out back in the first. Strawberry, 1 for his first 7. Virgil sets down the target. Pat puts down the numbers. Mahler's got to be careful not to throw one in Strawberry's zone. Here's the pitch. Oh, 1-2. Oh, good. We have to set the injuries. Line drive at Hubbard makes the catch. We have to set that right. Through 3, 1-1 in the fourth. Both teams at 1 run on 3 hits. This is as played. I do want to put the functionality of being injured for game only. Top of the 4th, both teams 1 run on 3 hits. Here we go. Murphy, Griffey, Thomas. Murphy a double and an RBIs first time up. Boy, hey, your reason why he gets MVP votes every year or wins the dang thing. He's hitting .538 through 13 at-bats, a double, 4 homers, 8 RBIs. Carter sets the target. The Degrom-Murphy matchup part 2. Here's the pitch to Murphy. 1-10, ground ball to short. Picked up by Santana. Throws him out for out number 1. 1 out here in the 4th. So now here's Griffey 0 for 1. 2 for his first 10 on the early season. Carter hits the target. Degrom from the stretch looks in. Here's the pitch to Griff. 6-5. Got him on strikes. Oh, Griffey sat there like a statue. And Degrom painted the inside corner. That's the second out here in the 4th. And here's the shortstop, Andres Thomas. So with 2 outs, Carter the kid puts down the sign for him. He goes through some signs. Degrom nods. From the full windup with nobody on base, here's the pitch to 12. Foul out behind the plate. Carter takes off the mask, puts it down. He waits for it, makes the catch, and the Braves are done 3 up, 3 down the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 is your score. For the Mets, Kevin McReynolds, Gary Carter, Howard Johnson. McReynolds walked and scored his first time up, responsible for the Mets' only run. Virgil sets the target. Miller, the full windup. Here's the pitch. 1-8. Oh, ground ball, shortstop. There was some stuff down there. Thomas with the long throw. Got him for the first down. McReynolds retired. 1 away. Here's Gary Carter singled his first time up. That was his first of the year. As they say, he got off the schneid. Virgil sets down the target, puts down some signs. Mahler with the full windup with nobody on. Here's the pitch. 4-7 walks him. So the kid draws a walk. He goes to first. Not really any speed for Carter with Mahler's move and everything else. Kind of he'll be held. That's kind of weird. So they're leaving the hole open for Howard Johnson. He's 0 for 1. This announcer's opinion, he probably shouldn't hold Carter. That way you don't lose the functionality of your defense. But Howard Johnson gets a chance here. 2 for 9 on the season. Struck out his first time up. Virgil sets the target, puts down the numbers, makes sure Carter doesn't see in, goes through a set of numbers. Mahler from the stretch now, looks in. Here's a pitch to Johnson. That's a fair ball, stays on the table, and that is a ballpark home. That was what they wanted. But here at Shea is a 1-7 deep fly ball right field. Back goes Murphy, back on the edge of the track, and makes the catch. Carter has to hold. Johnson just missed it. 2 outs here in the fourth. Here's Santana, drove in a run his first time out. It was his third run batted in. He's 2 for 10, but he has 3 ribbies. So Carter now with 2 outs gets a chance to possibly lead off first. Last of the fourth, Virgil sets the target. Mahler working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Santana. 6-6 got him looking. Oh, Santana didn't take the bat off the shoulder, and Mahler sent him back. We played 4. Mets strand another. It's 1-1. We head to the 5th. Virgil, Hubbard, and Mahler will bat here in the top of the 5th. All tied at 1. Jacob Degrom, 1987 dramatic experiment. We have pulled the switch. This is Degrom's first start of the year, and it will be Virgil followed by Hubbard and Mahler. Virgil 1 for 1, doubled his first time up. Carter sets the target. Degrom looks in. Here's the pitch to Virgil. 1-8 and walked him. So Degrom walks him. Luckily, Virgil does not have any speed to run the bases, or this would be a problem. Here's Hubbard. Let's see if the Mets do any. Let's see if the Braves do any shenanigans. But with Mahler on deck, I don't think you do, and you don't. They're gonna let Hubbard bat. He struck out his first time up. Carter sets the target, puts down the sign, goes through a different set of them. Degrom from the stretch now. He's got to be careful. Here's the pitch. 6-5 struck him out. Hubbard down on strike. Another strikeout for Jacob. 1 out here in the 5th. It brings up Rick Mahler. Mahler was 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Could be some shenanigans. They could go for a 2-1. They can go for a 1-out bunt here. So they are Johnson and Hernandez in on the corners. Let's see if they do for Mahler. They do. They bunt it. That's perfectly bunted in front of the plate. Jacob got it. No play. He'll throw it to first, and Virgil will take second. So Mahler gives himself up. Virgil the second with 2 outs. So now let's see if Deion James can cash in. He's a tiny bit anti-clutch. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Struck out in the first and flied out in the third. Carter sets down the target, puts a whole new set of information down for Jacob. Virgil, a veteran catcher, can look in to steal some signs. Degrom from the stretch with James. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 3-8 fly ball right field. Strawberry is there, makes the catch, and the Braves are done in the 5th. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're tied at 1. And no matter if it's 2021 or 1987, Jacob Degrom gets no run support. How do you think that? That is such a weird thing. So now we go. Degrom will bat. They're going to let him bat here in the 5th. They're not worried about his pitch count. He seems to be okay. He'll be followed by Dykstra and Backman. So let's see what Jacob does. Virgil sets down in the crouch, puts the sign down. Mahler, the veteran right-hander, looks in and the pitch. That's a 3-3 ground ball to third. Oh, he just barely nubbed it down there. Oberfell says that he keeps it fair, picks it up, throws it to Perry for out number 1. So 1 out in the 5th. There's Dykstra. He's 0 for 2. 2 for 10 on the early season. So Dykstra up now. Virgil sets down the target, and the crouch puts down the signs. Mahler gets it. Here's the windup and delivery to Dykstra. 4-7. Single 1-7. Let's see if Dykstra can pull a 35% chance. No, it's a 13. Glenn Hubbard gets the liner for the second out. Here's Wally Backman, doubled in the first and flying out in the third. 2 outs here in the fifth, 1-1 score, both teams with 3 hits. Virgil puts down the target, puts down the sign. Mahler, the windup here is the pitch to Backman, 4-6, and a walk. Now a 2-out walk. Let's see what they do. Backman, always the good speed, but Mahler has an excellent hold. It's going to be a 65% chance. So it is a 1-13 to go. But you got Hernandez up. Let's see if they may try to steal here. 1-13. Backman does not get the lead, so he has to hold. So they're holding him on. Backman unable to get a good lead. Hernandez 0-2, grounded out twice. Virgil sets down in the target, puts down the sign, goes through some numbers. Mahler from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 3-5 base hit Hernandez, but he hits it to the left side. That's going to be Griffey's going to come up throwing, and let's see. So let's see. It's a 16 speed for Backman. A +2 is an 18. 2 outs is +2. -2 and a -1 hole. So it comes down to 1-17. They're going to send the lead runner to third, and they let him go. So Wally Backman got a great jump off first. He hit second perfectly and headed to third. So Wally Backman put the Mets in position to get something going. First and third, 2 outs here in the fifth. Only Backman's good speed was able to do that. So Hernandez must have punched one down the line or in the middle somewhere. Griffey came up with it, but was unable to get a good throw off. And now the Mets have runners on the corners with 2 outs for Mr. Strawberry. Flying out and line down, he's 0-2. Virgil sets the target. Mahler from the stretch. Let's see if there's any shenanigans going on the base pass. There's nothing. Virgil sets. Mahler from the stretch and the pitch. 3-10, struck him out. Oh my gosh, with all that stuff in the 3 column, he finds a strikeout. And Strawberry is kind of bitching at the home plate umpire. Oh, Nelly, the home plate umpire is right in his face. And that, folks, is not going to be good. So we go to the 6th. It's 1-1. The Braves 1 run, 3 hits, while the Mets 1 run on 4 hits. Oh, they rung up Strawberry there. So now the Braves come up. Overfell, Perry, Murphy. Now this is where you start looking at the pitchers and wondering if they can go further with this game. The National League rules, so Jacob's turn the lineup could be his last. Overfell 0-2 in the 6th. Carter sits in the box, puts down the sign. Degrom looks in. Let's make sure he's not going to try to bust for a base hit or something silly. Never know. 4-7. That is a single 1-6. That is one of those low probability rolls. That's an 11, and Backman is right there to field it. First out. Here's Gerald Perry, 1-for-2, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored. He did steal 42, so he shouldn't be surprised he ran all over the place. Carter sets the target. Degrom from the windup. Here's the pitch. 4-A and a walk. That's what you did not want to do. Gerald Perry puts the running shoes on. He's probably going to run like heck again. So now with Murphy the batter, let's see if they run around the bases with Murphy. He's 1-for-2, a double back in the first. Ground out back in the first. You're trying to lead? Yes. Well, it's automatic. Oh, no, it's not. They're not going to try to steal this time, so Perry's on at first. Again with Mr. Murphy there. Carter sets the target, puts through some numbers. Degrom from the stretch, nods. Here's the pitch. 6-3, fly ball left field. Hit it the right defender. McReynolds is a 2-4. Let's see if McReynolds comes up with a foobar on opening day. And that is a 10, so he fields it on a 13, makes the catch. McReynolds and Perry gets back. So now here's Griffey. Let's see if they steal Perry right now. Runner on first, 2 outs. Perfect opportunity. Griffey does it right. He's a little bit better. So if he leads off, it's almost like another leadoff guy. And they are going to try to run. 1-19, and he gets it. Oh, my gosh. Perry got the lead again. There goes Perry. Oh, foul ball. Let's see. There he goes. Oh, he got there, and Carter threw high. Let's see if Santana backed it up. This could be trouble. Carter threw it high, and on a 15, I don't think that would be a T rating on Carter. It's not. Good backup by Backman and Santana. So Perry is third stolen base on at second, 2 outs. Griffey now comes up, kind of anti-clutch. Got one at 112. Otherwise, his card's pretty good against right-handed pitching. On deck is Andres Thomas. Do you pitch to the veteran? Does Degrom pitch to the veteran Griffey, or does he walk Griffey and pitch to Andres Thomas, more of a free swinger? That is a tough decision. And I think with the card the way it is, we're going to go ahead and issue the walk to Griffey with the open base. And now it's going to be 2 on, 2 outs for Andres Thomas. In 15 at-bats, he has a home run, 2 RBIs. Like I said, he's a free swinger. He has 5 home runs, struck out 50 times in 324 at-bats. He is non-clutch. He is neither a clutch or clutch, so he's neither way. And, Perry was trying to steal third on him. So Degrom stepped off the rubber, and Perry got back. So luckily, that did not go against the Mets. Carter sets down the target. Degrom from the stretch. 2 on, 2 outs here in the 6th. 6-9, and he hits it to Santana like our Frankie Tavares. He is a 322. So let's see if Santana can come up with it. It's a 14. He comes up with it smooth enough, but it's on a 6, and into the glove of Santana. Everyone is saved, just like we thought. Santana with the error, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Everything after this is unearned. So now it's Virgil. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 6th. 1-1's your score. Atlanta 1 run, 3 hits. The Mets 1 run, 4 hits. And now a huge foobar here in the 6th. Let's see what Virgil does. He walked his last time up. He's been on twice. Degrom trying to get out of here in the 6th inning. Carter sets. Puts out a series of signs. Degrom working from the stretch. Looks back at Perry, though. Let's make sure there's no wild pitch shenanigans or anything. There's not. Here's the pitch to Virgil. 4-5 is... No! It's going to be down the line for Virgil. This could clear the bases. 4-5, and that is going to be a double 1-7. That is the 1 that scores Perry, scores Griffey, Thomas, and it does score every. What? Wait. What? Oh no! Oh wait a minute! Oh, it's 4-5. That's gone. Holy cow! I did it again. 4-5 is a grand slam for Ozzie Virgil. And the Braves lead 5-1. Holy cow. And the Met bullpen just got up in a hurry. Holy cow. Carter goes out and talks to Degrom. Grand slam. 4-5 righty is a home run. 1-5. Rolled the 1. Carter sets the target. A grand slammer. The 3rd of the year for Virgil. So Carter sets the target. Degrom looks in. 1-4. That's a line drive in the gap again. The Brave team have come out hitting on this Saturday afternoon and goes to the wall. Hubbard will go to second, stops there, and he has a 2-out double. So now here's Mahler. Another run scored. Wolf could force it. And they're going to pinch hit for Mahler in the 6th with a 5-run lead. They're going to bring up the guy who's getting a good ovation here in the ballpark. He's a clutch hitter, too. Greg Nettles. So Greg Nettles, a former Yankee, getting a nice applause from this large crowd as they have been stunned by a grand slam by Virgil. Carter behind the plate. Degrom from the stretch. He needs to get Nettles out right now. So Mahler only goes 5-3. Ground ball back to the mound. All this should be unearned. Degrom is a 2-7. He does not need to keep this inning going any longer. He fields it. He comes up with a 12. Degrom, it's off the arms. Unbelievable. The 2nd error of the inning for the Mets. And it's 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. And the inning continues. Deion James, the batter. 1st and 3rd, Braves. And now the Southern Atlanta Braves trying to get something brewing. So now, boy, that runner on 3rd could force the exit. Rick Aguilera doesn't have the rating. David Cone, the youngster they got over in a trade, is up in the Mets bullpen. He's starting to throw hard. He could get in this game. So now, Nettles was trying to get a good lead of all people. So first and third, 2 outs. Carter behind the plate puts down the sign. Degrom from the stretch. Degrom needs to get out of this. 2-10 he does. Ground ball down the first. That is Hernandez. He takes it to the bag himself, and the Braves are done in the 6th. They score 4. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-1 Atlanta. Surprisingly, Rick Mahler only goes 5 innings. So that kind of surprised me. I thought he was going to go a little bit longer than that. Let's give you some statistics. I'm sure they're going to be ugly. Mahler, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. That was his first start of the year. Degrom, 6 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned. All that was unearned because of the error by Santana. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and he gave up the granny to Virgil. So now we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's McReynolds, Carter, Johnson, and then they might make a change to get Degrom out of this. Let's see. Virgil sets the target. Charlie Palaio pitched in the first game. He went 3 innings, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Had really good stuff. Palaio with the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-5. Oh, McReynolds hits a drive to deep left field. Back goes Griffey. Looks up. Gone. Goodbye. So Kevin McReynolds' first home run as a Met, as it sails into the bullpen, and the Mets are back in this game. It's 5-2. So McReynolds. So Rick Mahler kind of sits in the dugout with his hands in his head. I'm not sure why they pulled him after 5, but boy, McReynolds just hit Palaio deep, and gone. So Carter's up, 5-2 Braves. Carter's 1 for 1 with the walk. Virgil sets the target. Charlie Palaio just got greeted rudely. There's Palaio's pitch to Carter. 2-6 to Carter. Oh, he just missed some stuff. Fly ball in the center field. Dion James, but maybe a step or 2, makes the catch. 1 out in the 6th. Here's Howard Johnson. Johnson 2 for 10 RBI. Virgil sets in the target. Palaio with a windup. Here's the pitch. 3-12. Oh, line drive at Hubbard. Again, no injuries on. That could have been injury number 2 for the Mets. Oh, my. So here is Santana. 1 for 2 of the RBI. Here we go. 2 outs in the 6th. Virgil puts down the target. Sets in. Palaio from the windup. Let's see if the Mets can wake up in this inning. 3-9 base hit Santana. So Santana gets a base hit. That will force the Mets' hand. They'll bat for DeGrom here. They're going to take him out one way or the other, and they might as well do it. So DeGrom goes 6 innings in the experiment. Only 1 earned run because of the Santana foobar. So let's see who will bat for the Mets. Looking for a left-handed batter, and they could go with the veteran Clint Hurdle. 3 at-bats, could use them just to see if they can get a sneaky hit. They got Mookie, kind of don't want to waste him. Got Mazzilli, kind of got guys you don't want to throw in there. So Clint Hurdle will come in. 3 at-bats during the season, and he gets the chance against a righty. So Virgil sets the target. Palaio nods. Santana takes the lead off first. Let's see if Hurdle can find something. 4-11 ground ball to first. This could be. I don't think they have a good first baseman. Let's take a look. It's 3-18 for Perry. That is not great. All the errors are in comfortable spots. It's a 4. He's not going to be able to field it either. That's a tough play, and that's a base hit. Base hit for Hurdle. Santana will go to third, and Hurdle's on at first. How about that? So Hurdle's on, and now here's Lenny Dykstra. So now the Mets bring the tying runners to the plate after going down 5-1. A chance to tie it here in the 6th. Palaio now working from the stretch. Santana, Dykstra only loses 1 in the clutch. That's on 1-3. Virgil sets down, puts down the side. Palaio from the stretch. Looks back at Santana. Hurdle, and nope, he's not going anywhere from first. 6-5 fly ball center field. It's going to be shallow. Dion James comes in, makes the catch, and the Mets strand 2. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 5-2 Atlanta. New pitcher making his, I don't know if he's making his Met debut, David Cone. So David Cone comes on out. Cone would go 5-6, 1 save, 3.71 ERA, 87 innings, 87 hits over 99 innings. So Cone comes on out. He came over from the Kansas City Royals. Top of the 7th, 5-2 Atlanta. Oberkfell, Perry, and Murphy the batter. The top of the 7th. Here's Oberkfell, 0-3. Carter puts down the target. Cone with the windup. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-8 base hit, Oberkfell. So Oberkfell greets Cone with a base hit. He's on at first. Cone holds runners a lot better than Degrom did. So runner on first and nobody out. Here's Perry, 1-for-2, 2 stolen bases, and now 2 runs scored. Carter sets down the target. Cone now working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Perry. 2-6 ground ball to short. That is easily picked up by Santana. Gets it the back with over Hernandez. Double play. 6-4-3. So around the horn, 6-4-3. Right? Around the horn, 5-4-3. But Santana, the backman to Hernandez. Pitcher's best friend. Here's Murphy, 1-for-3. Doubled and run back in the first. So now he was 1-for-3 in the epic matchup against Degrom. Carter sets down the target. Cone looks and gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 1-5. Got him on strikes. So Cone first appearance against Dale Murphy is a strikeout. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. 5-2 Atlanta. Charlie Palaio still on the mound for the Braves. Chuck Tanner really putting Palaio in kind of a very tough situations out there. I'm surprised. And now Backman comes up. He's 1-for-2. Doubled in the first. Walked in the 5th. Been on base twice. Virgil sets in the target. Palaio with the windup. Here's the pitch to Backman. Foul ball rolls off the desk. So strike 1 back from the batter. Virgil sets. Palaio with the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-6 base hit Backman. Backman is such a solid player. Palaio doesn't hold runners as well as Mahler did, so Backman could get a nice lead and possibly get a big jump. Let's see if he does. 1-19 if he can find it. 1-13. He will still try. Here he comes. Oh, it's a 19 and Backman's a dead duck. Holy cow. Virgil throws at the 100 and applies the tag. So 1 out in the 7th. Backman was trying to get stuff going. I guess maybe he shouldn't steal down 3. Backman had the green light, and he thought he had a good jump, and Virgil threw a bullet down there to get him. 1 out here in the 7th. Virgil sets. Palaio with the windup. 3-7, a walk. That would have put 2 Mets on. So now Hernandez on. No threat to steal. He'll stay at first. And now here's Strawberry. This would have brought up the tying runner. Hopefully Straw doesn't homer here. That would not be good. Virgil sets in the target. Palaio from the stretch. Palaio kind of struggling in there a little bit. Looks back at the runner on first from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Here's a 1-7, and Strawberry does. Deep drive, right field. Watch out, scoreboard. That ball is gone. First home run of the year for Strawberry. That would have tied the game, and the Mets now trail 5-4. 2-run homer for Straw, and the Mets are down by a run. So Strawberry hits the 1-7, and it's 5-4 Braves. So Degrom trying to get off the schneid here. Charlie Palaio now kind of, I said he's just not pitching well right now. Braves kind of brought in a pitcher who's kind of laboring, as they say. And now McReynolds comes up. He homered back in the 6th when he led off against Palaio. So 1 out in the 7th, 5-4 favor of the Braves. Virgil sets in target. Palaio with the windup stays in there again. 1-8. Oh, he just missed it there too. Ground ball to shortstop. Picked up by Thomas. Throws to Perry. 2 outs. Here's the kid. 1-for-2 of the walk. He had a single in the 2nd. Walk in the 4th. Virgil sets. Palaio from the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-5. Popped up the 2nd. Hubbard's there. He comes over, makes the catch. Mets are down the 7th. They score 2 in the 7th. It's 5-4 Atlanta. Griffey, Thomas, Virgil, the bat, followed by Hubbard if he needs to. Top of the 8th. Braves 5 runs on 6 hits, while the Mets have 4 runs on hits and a huge foobar on the air scoreboard. So now we go to the top of the 8th. The Braves come up with Griffey, Thomas, and Virgil. Carter sets the target. Cone with the windup and the pitch. 6-8 fly ball center field. That's Dykstra. Comes in and makes the catch. Out number 1. So now here's Andres Thomas. 0 for 3 of the runs scored. Carter sets the target. Cone with the full windup and pitches. 3-7 struck him out. So Cone looking good right now. You can tell this young kid, he's got a powerful arm. He'll be in this rotation at some point during the season. And now here's Ozzie Virgil. He surprised everyone. A double in the 2nd and a grand slam back in the 6th. So here is Carter. Puts down the sign. Cone looks in. Let's see how Cone deals with Virgil. And that's going to be a 2-5 ground ball to 3rd. That's Howard Johnson. He's got plenty of time. He gets and throws a strike to Hernandez, and 3 up, 3 down. Go to Braves. 5-4 Atlanta. Now that they're going to stick with Paleo here. So they're going to, because he comes up in the order, so the Mets have a chance to get to this guy and maybe take the leads. Let's see if the Mets can do something. Last of the 8th. What a ball game. Here at Shea now. Mets have come back with 1 of the 6. McReynolds home run, then Strawberry hits a 2-run shot in the 7th, getting the Mets back to 5-4. Now it's going to be Johnson, Santana, and a pinch hitter for Cone. So probably Randy Myers will pitch the 9th. Virgil sets the target. Paleo looks in. Here's the pitch. 6-6 struck him out looking. Howard Johnson did not even take the bat off the shoulders. 1 out in the 8th, and here's Santana, 2 for 3. He's 3 for 12, actually, with 3 ribbies. Boy, besides that huge error he made, he is just as bad as having Dr. Frankenstein with Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde at short. Virgil sets the target. Paleo with the windup to Santana, 3-9 again for the 3rd time he hits that. Base hit Santana, he's 3 for 4. So Santana rocks it through the center field. He's a tying runner. And now Cone will now be pitched at 4. Now this is where you use probably one of your higher leverage guys. And to me, I think it has to be Mookie Wilson. So Mookie comes up. Well, back from the left-hand side, he prefers it right-handed pitching. He's a 299, 9 homers, 34 RBIs. It's a perfect opportunity for Mookie to put him ahead. Mookie so far is 2 for 4 with a stolen base. Virgil puts down the target, puts down some signs. Paleo from the stretch stays in this game. 1-9 struck him out. 110 would not have been a home run, but he would have sent one deep to left. So 2 out. So a big strikeout there. Here's Dykstra. Dykstra so far is 0 for 4. But he's grounded out, lined out, flied out. So Dykstra has an uneventful day, hitting only $167, 12 at bats. Virgil sets in. Paleo from the stretch. 2 outs. Can the Braves get to their closers? 6-2, they will. Fly ball center field. Deion James is there. Dykstra's 0 for 5. So we go to the 9th. It's 5-4 Atlanta. In for the Mets, since they cannot save it anymore, will be Randy Myers, the left-hander. Since Orozco's unavailable, they're going to go to Myers here in the top of the 9th. So now it'll be Hubbard, followed by a pinch hitter for Paleo, most likely, and then Deion James. Hubbard 1 for 3 with a double. Carter puts down the sign. Randy Myers 1-0, 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. Myers full windup. Here's the pitch. 4-5 walks him. Oh, brother. So Myers starts off with a leadoff walk. That's not good. That will be a -4 trying to steal for Hubbard. Probably not going to get anywhere. Paleo, they'll probably pinch hit for him. Let's see. They do with Ted Simmons, the veteran. Veterans 2 for 4, the double and an RBI. Played in the series already. Carter sets the target, puts down. Myers from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's the pitch to Simmons. That's going to be a 1-4. That is a ballpark single, 1-6. Simmons rolls a 15, and Santana's right there for first out. Hubbard's back at first, 1 away. Deion James 0 for 4. He struggled, struck out, flied out a couple times, and ground out. So and Carter sets in. Myers from the stretch. Runner on first and one out. From the lefty spot. 1-9. That's a single 1-11. That is a 15, and Deion James can't get a break today as Wally Beckman gets it. Hubbard back to first. So 2 outs. Here's Oberkfell. He's 1 for 4. He singled back in the 7th. 2 outs here in the 9th. Braves lead by a smallest margin, 5-4. Oberkfell comes up. Lefty matchup. Carter sets down the target, puts down the signs. Myers from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-7, struck him out. Randy Myers does the job. Gives the Mets a chance in the 9th. We go to the last of the 9th. It's 5-4. On the mound for the Braves, Jim Acker. 4-9, 14 saves. No record on the season. 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Gave up a home run. Ooh, looks like it was a walk-off fashion. So Acker's had a little bit of a problem as the closer so far. It'll be Backman, Hernandez, and Strawberry. Lefty against Acker, who's a 5L. So he's reverse lefty. He's reverse righty, reverse splits. So he's guys to be in there. Let's see if the Braves can pull it. Let's see if the Mets can pull it off here. Again, this has been the Jacob Degrom experiment, his first start now of the season, as he went 6 innings, giving up 5 runs, but 1 was only earned. We'll get to that when we get to the postgame show. Last of the 9th, Mets try to walk it off. They're 3-0 on the season. Backman so far 2 for 3, a double in the first, single in the 7th. Virgil sets in the target. Acker from the lineup. Acker in Blue Jay uniform. Looking in, here's the pitch to Backman. 2-8, and that's a ground ball to third. He hit it the other way. He snubbed it down there. Oberkfell's on it. 1 hands to Perry for out number 1. Here's Hernandez with 1 out. Mets down to the last 2 now. Hernandez in 14 at-bats has a double walk, 4 strikeouts. He has a single in the 5th in this one. Virgil puts down the target. Acker nods. Here we go. 1 out in the 9th. 1-9, and Strawberry hits one down the line for a base hit first. He's going to take a jump. Oh, good play by Griffey. Came up throwing, and that is going to be a long single. Ooh, could have had second, and that could be a big play. So now here's Strawberry, a chance to walk it off. Boy, they can use some magic here. Strawberry 1 for 4, trying to get the Grom off the hook and win the game in the process. Strawberry has flied out and lined out, struck out, and then hit a 2-run bomb in the 7th off Charlie Paleo. So now Strawberry the batter, 2 for first 10, home run, 2 RBIs, 1 out in the 9th. Virgil sets in. Acker from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. 3-9, walks him. The Mets now bringing the tying run in the 2nd. The winning run the 1st, and Strawberry has excellent speed. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. And here's Kevin Mack, 1 for 3. Homered back in the 6th off Paleo. Atlanta totally holding and cringing this 5-4 lead as we play the bottom of the 9th. And now McReynolds is up, 1 for 3. Carter on deck. Mets trying to win it. Virgil puts the signs down. Acker from the stretch. Here we go. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Can the Mets pull off some magic? Here in Shea. 3-6. That's a double for McReynolds. Let's see if it scores Strawberry to win it. 3-6, a double to Ray. 1-16. We're sending. 1-16. We're going to send. They're going to send the trailing runners. Here's the throw. 15's in there. Mets win. Mets win. The Mets win the ball game 6-5. Get Jacob Degrom off the schneid and get the win. Here's your most happy recap. The Mets go to 4-0, walking off against the Braves here on this Saturday afternoon. Holy cow. And again, Chuck Tanner has to be persecuted, and he's going to be interviewed for it. Mahler only went 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run was earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Again, the AI taking over command of this Brave team. I have to look at Mahler and see what he was at a point of weakness, because he should have at least went 6. Paleo came in ineffective again. 3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs all earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Acker got the blown save, a 3rd inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, a walk. Jacob Degrom in his first start in this selective replay where he will join the rotation, went 6 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned because of a foobar by Santana, then a grand slam by Virgil, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Cone goes a solid 2 innings, probably should get the win, but he didn't. 1 hit. But Randy Myers vultures the win, his 2nd win of the Mets 4, goes a perfect inning, a walk, and a strikeout. Wow, 51,000 here. Doubles by Murphy, Virgil, Hubbard, Backman, and McReynolds all their first. Home runs by Virgil is 3rd. Strawberry, McReynolds hit their first. RBIs, Murphy is 8th. Virgil with 4 RBIs now has 10. Strawberry has 2 RBIs. McReynolds now has, with the 3 RBIs, now has 5. Game-winning RBI for Kevin Mack, as he was swarmed on the field. Rafael Santana has 3rd RBI. Gerald Perry stole 3 bases. And that, folks, was it. Let's see what the news story would have read in the New York Daily News. New York had the game-winning rally in the 9th inning, played in 2 runs on 2 hits. After an out was recorded, Keith Hernandez issued in the scoring output when he slapped a single. Wally Backman had just gone on before that and was thrown out on a stealing attempt. Strawberry came in, stepped up in the batter's box, and drew a walk. McReynolds then doubled home, making the New York Mets victorious in the light of the home team crowd. New York then had 12 hits for the afternoon, while Atlanta had 6. Randy Myers went 1 inning, vulture to win, doesn't say that, might as well. Allowed no runs for the win. Acker absorbed the loss in relief. He gave up 2 hits and a walk in a 3rd inning. Now that was fun, Myers said, following the game as he got the win. Once in a while, you play a game that reminds you just why you got into the business to begin with. Winning pitcher was Myers. Loser was Acker. The Mets go to 4-0 Sunday. Game left here with the Atlanta Braves. Let's go over some final stuff. We have you here. Let's actually go over the final scores of the other games in baseball. It will be Randy O'Neal in the Sunday finale against Bobby Ojeda. Again, he's on limited starts, and his season will at some point come to an end. That's why the Mets kind of needed some boost in their pitching staff. Right now, they're 4-0 on this great start they've had. Let's see how they've actually done in Major League Baseball according to history. So the Mets are 4-0. Obviously, they'll be in first. Obviously, they're in first place. The Cardinals, who won the NL pennant, are 3-0. The Mets were 3-1 in real life. They're only a game ahead. The Cardinals are 3-0. They're a game ahead. Montreal 2-1. Watch out for them. They're a good team. 87. Then you got the Cubs at 1-2, and the Pirates and Phillies are bringing up the rear at 0-3. The Astros are 4-0. Boy, in any replay you watch, RJL, myself, the Astros just come to play. They're 4-0. 4-0 in real life. They're defending 86 champs in the National League. The Brewers are in first place at 3-1. They're 1 game ahead of Toronto and the Yanks and Tigers, Indians, and Orioles of all teams. The Orioles started 3-1 in 87. The Orioles are 2-2. Mariners are in first place. Stop the presses. They're 3-1. They're 1 game ahead of 4 teams: Texas, Oakland, Minnesota, and Kansas City. Again, let's go over the out-of-town scoreboard, folks, in case you are with us. How about that? Let's do that for a minute. So again, we're kind of giving you scores during the game. Let's go ahead and go over the stories that you would have read. The Indians defeated the Orioles 8-5. Winner Candiato, loser Boddicker. A's all over the Angels 9-1. Rio with the win. Lugo with the loss. White Sox over the Tigers 9-6. Big Pen over Snell. It was the Rangers over the Brewers 5-1. Huff with the win, Higuera with the loss. And it was Seattle beating the Twins 3-2. Hussman with the win, Stryker with the loss. And then it was the Yankees defeating the Royals 6-2. Rasmussen with the win, Jackson with the loss, Shirley with the save. And it was the Red Sox defeating the Blue Jays 3-0. Clemens mows down 10 batters. The Red Sox beat the Blue Jays by a score of 3-0. He was on top of his game. He allowed only 4 hits and 3 walks in 9 innings. So Clemens with a complete game 4-hitter. So Boston, big win there. It was the Cubs defeating the Phillies 9-8 in 11 innings. It was the Astros defeating the Expos in a solid series there in Houston 5-1. It was the Reds defeating the Padres 3-1. It was the Dodgers beating the Giants in their Old Town rivalry 7-6. It was the Cardinals defeating the Pirates 6-2. And the Mets, as you just saw, beat the Braves 6-5 on the walk-off by Kevin McReynolds. Well, folks, that's it. We'll have some more baseball probably today. It's only one. Maybe I can get something else brewing on the channel. If anyone's there, please stop by. I thank you for coming in. Again, the final score, the Mets walk off on the Braves. Have a good rest of your night, everyone. And thank you for showing up and coming in on the channel.